Weekly Freebie games for you and deals too.
Alright, you beautiful peoples off the interwebs, it's me, Glyn, the CheapSkate Gamer. Or if you're watching this on the Rumbles, it's the Wokeapotamus. And again, it's that time of week where we do the Freebie Games Roundup, where I check out free games available to you, plus all the deals too. Hence the little musical intro, we go through all that. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing okay. We've got quite an interesting week this week. So let's, without further ado, we always start, let's fly along to Epic Game Stores. And I was supposed to have that moving in the background behind me. There, that looks better. Look how flashy that all looks. All the new graphics and games and... yep, the Falcon there as well. Right, okay, let's get on with the Epic Game Store. No more messing. Boom, there we go. And your free game this week is Felix the Reaper. The other one is some sort of, like, mobile content, DLC nonsense, stuff I do not like. But let's have a look at Felix the Reaper. Let's have a little read the blurb and play the video. My internet's not running very well at the minute. I'm not sure what's going on. I might have to wait for this to load, which is highly annoying. Here we go. Here we go. Felix the Reaper is a challenging and strict 3D puzzle game about bringing humans into deadly situations. You are Felix, the ever-dancing bringer of death, who just so happens to be dangerously in love with life. So there you go, it's a 3D puzzle game. Looks quite interesting, nice graphics. Do like the odd puzzle game or two. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. But again, it's only really one game this week. But let's have a look what we got next week. And the next week looks a little bit more interesting. I won't bother loading the videos. Let's just do this bit. We have got Scourgebringer and we've got Song of Silence available from November the 13th. So that's pretty cool. So there we go. That's your Epic Game Stores. Again, links are always in the description. And then you can just go straight to the link and it'll take you to this game, and it's the same with the next one as well. So we're going to pop along to Amazon Luna, formerly Prime Gaming. Let me just come back out. There we go. And really good this week. Again, if you go to the Amazon Luna site, you will find it very tricky to get to this screen. I've put it on their Twitter. Essentially, you need this link up here to go there. So again, the link for this will be in the description. The other link, I'll actually link every single game, although one of these doesn't really... This one is a load of nonsense, but there's 3 of these games are definitely worth taking a look. One of them is fantastic. Well, 2 of them are really good, actually. A friend of mine, Mr. Rotella, is actually playing this live every Sunday at the minute, and it's a really good, fun game. It's even great if you're a streamer. This is a great game, and again, you're adding 3 of them are going to your Epic Game Stores, and the one you don't need to worry about too much is going to your GOG store. But we'll take a look at them anyway. So here we go. Gas Station Simulator. Buy an abandoned gas station in the middle of nowhere, restore it to its full glory, renovate, upgrade and expand upon the offered services to keep up with your client's demands. Key features: renovate, run, expand a gas station in the desert, build new services like a workshop, warehouse or car wash, try to handle everything on your own or hire employees to help out. Definitely get your employees, they do a better job than you do in this game. But yeah, it's a great game to watch someone stream it, and it's a great game probably to play as well. So that's your Gas Station Simulator, free. You redeem that on Epic Game Stores. The next one, the one I'm not that interested in really, is Dungeons of the Dragons Dark Sun Rises. Again, these games are so old that even I'll struggle to get enjoyment out of it. We're going back to the early 1990s here, and it's certainly no Sonic the Hedgehog. Unleash your imagination into a vast savage world. The series contains the Radiant classics Dark Sun Shattered Lands and Dark Sun Wake of the Ravager. So there we go. This is like 2 parts in that, 2 games in there. Very old school RPG. I'd rather play Elder Scrolls or Skyrim or something like that nowadays. They're kind of taken away from those old school RPGs. But also we've got this one. This one looks interesting. Again, this one's redeemable on the Epic Game Store. This is Lovecraft's Untold Stories. Lovecraft's Untold Stories is an action roguelite with RPG elements. Explore randomly generated levels based on H.P. Lovecraft stories. Fight cultists of all kinds of monsters from the mythos. Improve your weapons and gear, solve puzzles and challenges, and look for clues and knowledge to defeat the great old ones and the outer gods. So yeah, nice looking sort of 2D 8-bit style or 16-bit style graphics. Love that. Pixels art. And then finally we have got, this is more of the sort of AA stuff, this one, and it's New Tales from the Borderlands. So these aren't your normal Borderland games. These are a bit like those Don't Nod style games. I'm not sure who makes this one. Gearbox. It's actually made by Gearbox and published by 2K. So they're the sort of choose your own adventure type games. So anyway, take a stand against ruthless corporate overlords with this narrative-driven adventure. Within a perpetual war-torn metropolis of Promethea, you control Anu, Octavio and Fran on the worst day of their lives. Help these three lovable losers as they endeavour to change the world. So these are a little bit like the Walking Dead series of games, or what's it called now? The Way We Were When, or what? I never remember the name of that game. I always call it The Way We Were When, and it's not called that at all. The one where you play. One of these days I'll remember what these games are called. It's got a terrible. It's strange. No, it's not Stranger Things. It's Stranger Something. And it's about like a tornado hitting the town. So you'll know what I'm on about. Anyway, right, let's move along because I'm getting frustrated with that. That's all your 4 free games. And again, it's so hard to find this link. Use my link in description to get to there. Anywho, let's pop along to Steam because we have got a free game just dropped to Thursday evening, and this will be available till the 10th of November, and it's called One Shift. One Shift is a puzzle platformer where the player has the ability... Let me just zoom in on this one. There we go, that's better. One Shift is a puzzle platformer where the player has the ability to freeze or unfreeze time and shift through worlds to collect blue cubes, but only one world can be active at a time. Later in the game, a world rotating mechanic is unveiled, which makes everything more complex. I'm not sure how much this is. I think it's around the £4 or £5 mark, but again, it's free. Go and grab it. Looks like fun. Did I actually play a video? I'm not sure if I did, but you can see the video playing there in the background. Definitely like world shifting. It looks quite good. It's actually simple graphics, but a cool mechanic. It actually looks well made. Not bad for a free indie game. Hold on, let me just turn the sound off on my what's it called? I forgot what they call this. I'm getting terrible with my memory. It's my screensaver. I've got musical screensavers. The vein of my life. Right, okay, now let's check out some Steam deals because there is some good deals to be had. I'm going with under £12 here simply because there's a couple of deals for about a tenner that are worth it. Peak, the big hit, and Repo, these two big hit online streamer games. Play with your friends. Peak is the one where you've got to climb up a big mountain. That's only down to under £4 now, and it's not. I mean, it's not an expensive game at the outset, but it's only like a £6.40 game. But it's down to £4 now. Great fun with your friends. Good couple of hours gameplay in there. Yeah, definitely one for, and it's good. It's one of those where it doesn't matter what age you are. It's good fun, that one. And then you've got Repo, and again, this is a little bit scarier, but again, much better played with friends. That's down to £5.52. Now the big deal here, I think Sonic Frontiers down to under a tenner. That's the first time that's dropped down to under a tenner, so that's definitely worth checking out. I'm trying to think what are the other deals. There's not really much more deals I can shout out. Grand Theft Auto there, if you're into modding, that's had a ray tracing, path tracing added to it, but you need to know how to mod the game, but you can obviously add it to your library and then mod it from there. Monster Hunter World for £8.24, that's not a bad deal. Hell of a lot, hundreds of hours of gameplay in there if you've never played a Monster Hunter World game. Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise are probably the two better games. The Wilds one, the newer one, not as well liked by the fan base. So that is one of the better ones then. Wreckfest down to £8, that's not bad. Village Resident Evil down to £8.74, that's not bad either. Quite a few simulator games in here. Resident Evil 2 down to £8.74, that's not too bad either. X4 down to under a tenner. Here's Monster Hunter's Rise, if you want that one. That's the newer version, Monster Hunter Worlds, Monster Hunter Rise. Again, that one's only £8.24, so you can get the two for £16. I mean, that's hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay there. Chained Together, that was in last week's one, 364. So yeah, there's plenty of games. Dead Cells, I think that's is it just the Dead Cells? It's not a great deal, 10. I'd like to see that go to under a fiver before I call that a good deal. Tekken 7, £8.74, but there's Tekken 8 is out, so whatever. Robocop under a fiver, you can pick that up for £2.50 from CD Keys, or Loaded as it's now called. Right, so anyway, that's your Steam out the way. Let's go check out the consoles, because we've got a new month on PlayStation. I'm remembering to press the buttons here. So there's nothing changed on the extra. We've still got the same games as last week and the week before. Silent Hill, Until Dawn. Good games though. And we've also got nothing added to the premium either. Still the same games there. But we have got some new monthly games. And we're getting Stray, which was a day one release on extra back in the day. And I missed it. I didn't realise I never got to play. I added it. I downloaded it. Never played it. Now you can add it, and as long as you got PlayStation Plus or PlayStation X Plus, you can keep it. Stray. Then we've got EA Sports WRC24, one of the newer racing rally games. Apparently that one's not too bad. I need to have a look at it. And then we've got Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, which I have got on PC but I've never played, but apparently it's got very good reviews, so it's actually not a bad month for extra, especially if you missed first time round and you didn't have extra, for plus. If you've never had extra the first time round and you missed out on Stray, then at least you can play it again now. Apparently it's a pretty cool game. I've not played it, but I will definitely be checking it out. So there we go. That's your PlayStation Plus extra. Let's go check out the Xbox Game Pass new games for this week. And we're on console, and we've added 5 new games. We've got 1000 X Resist, Football Manager 26. If you're into those Football Manager games, you're either into them or you're not. I'm a not guy. The only time I've ever played a sort of Football Manager is Sensible World of Soccer, which had management built into it years and years ago. I preferred to play the soccer games, but I'm not that much of a fan of soccer. I mean, I don't mind it, or football I should really call it, shouldn't I? But there we go. Then we've got Dead Static Drive. That looks quite interesting game. Stellaris Console Edition, and then Egging On. That looks quite fun actually, that Egging On. But if we change to PC, this is weird. We are living in an upside down world, I tell you. So I changed to PC. It's the same games except for the Stellaris turns to Whiskerwood. Now you would think Stellaris, which is a strategy game, would be the PC one, and the PC game Whiskerwood would be the console. But no, such is the upside down world that we now live in. It's the other way around. So there we go. It's a game preview as well, so got no idea what it's like. Will it show me? Let's have a little look. Okay, that's it is a strategy game. Oh well, that had me colour me shocked or confused. Okay, so that is a strategy game. Okay. And it's about mice. That's highly realistic. There we go. So there we go. That's your 4 or 5 Xbox Game Pass games if you're on PC or console, or maybe you pay the silly money and get both. Right, we're going to check out some Fanatical deals, but first off, we're over in Fanatical. I'll put the link in the description again. There's a free game. Now it's only free for another day and 2 hours. By the time this releases, this video, you'll only have about 20 hours left to grab it. There'll only be 100,000 copies to be given away. I've got mine. You need to be either have purchased something from Fanatical in the last 5 or 6 years, or you need to be subscribed to their newsletter. To be fair, they don't spam you. You get 1 or 2 letters a week off the latest deals that are out, and that's it. It's actually one of the better email letters. And then it also gives you these offers now and again, these free games, and they've given away some great free games. And this one's highly rated as well. Super Panda. We'll play the little thing off it. As you can see, it's a very much a sort of old school 16-bit style. Simple, sort of a Wonder Boy style great game. So there we go. That's absolutely free. All you need is a Fanatical account, more or less. I've grabbed mine, and I'm always buying games Fanatical because that's hence why I cover them here. Also, let's go and check out the Fanatical deals because we have got some new deals being added. nothing great here. Let me just check now that I'm catching everything. I think we went through the Pixel one last week. Free games, yeah, we definitely went through this one. Free games for £5. To be fair, I did buy during the week. I did use this Nitro one, and as you can see, I bought WRC 10, New Star, and I also bought Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom. Those are the free games for a £5. It's a good deal as well. That game is made by a really clever company, really good, very indie looking, very different, quite unique, very good. WRC 10, well, for that price it was a steal. And New Star GP, another one where you get that sort of old school Amiga Formula 1 vibe, but with a sort of fresh new skin. So yeah, there is. Gravel's not a bad game. I bet it was okay on PC, and this one's not bad either. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games you could easily get. That would come to £8, and that would be a good £8 spent. I mean, actually, although it says 5 games, it would actually be 7 games, because 6, 7. There's 3 games in that bundle. There we are. That would be a good £6 or £7 spent. Anywho, let's come back out of there, because we have also got a Supreme collection. Let's just check that out. 2 games for £25. The only 2 I can recommend on here, or 3 I could say recommend on here, and I wouldn't recommend them that much, is Dead Island 2, Tomb Raider 4, 5 and 6 remastered, and then there was another one. Where's it gone? Oh, it's sold out. Ah, there we are. That was the only other one I could have recommended. Still Wakes the Deep, Siren's Nest. That was good value, but there we go. So this isn't really much of a good deal anymore. Look, Car Simulator, well, that was free at the minute on your Amazon. So yeah, I can't recommend that. This Another Crab's Treasure, that was or is free as well, not free, but it's part of your choice subscription this month. So we'll be getting into that later. So yeah, there's only, I mean, you could go Tomb Raider and Dead Island. Dead Island has been free or last year's Christmas games on Epic. And these Tomb Raider games, eventually they go free somewhere or other. I tend to buy them when they get under a tenner. I do tend to buy them. They are great, mind. I'll give them that. Okay, so that's not particularly great stuff. We've got the November or Movember, like me, isn't it? Look, check. You know, I've got my Movember. Yeah, we've got the Movember Game Stash. And again, we went through over this last week. It's a pretty good deal for £20. You get the new Schedule 1. A lot of streamers are playing that. Quite a fun game. I won't go into the mechanics of the game simply because we want to keep this YouTube friendly, but you get into certain illegal activities and you basically go from there. It's got quite a lot of bad hype, but it's just a game. You've got this Mon Bazoo, whatever that is, Gloom World, Pathfinder, Destructible, Hello Neighbor 2, Chivalry 2, American Truck Simulator. There's a lot of stuff to get excited about in there. Nothing particularly stand out. Nothing really sort of, there's no sort of 9 out of 10s in here, I'd say, but between the 6 and 7 and 8 out of 10s, yeah, you're hitting you up all day long there. And then we've also got the Platinum Collection, starting at 3 games for £10. It is Pays Your Money, Picks Your Choice. Amnesia the Bunker, that was free from Epic a couple of weeks ago. One game on here which is good, but it's very short, or it's got limited thing. I actually had it free as part of I had to cover it and they gave it to me to cover. Utopia Must Fall, great game actually, but again £3.33. I bet you can get it on a Steam deal when it's on. I'm not sure what this Ikai game's about. Let's have a little look at this. Is this another horror game? This product, Ikai, is a first-person psychological horror game, inspiration from Japanese folklore. I bet that's quite scary. All Japanese folklore stuff are really scary. And getting the Ring vibe, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that might be worth something. I'm not sure what Unbroken is. Let's have a little look. There could be actually something in here that's actually that I'm just overlooking. Okay, whatever. I wish they would say the meta things. This Astor could be worth having a look. Punch Club 2, yeah, that's not a bad deal actually for £33 if you're into boxing. It's like this it's made by the guys, there we are, made by the guys that did Graveyard Keeper. I've played the first one. It's okay. You're essentially setting up your own gym, and you're building up your guy to become like a world championship boxer. Bit of a story going on. I like that with the Trans Am. It's definitely got that 80s vibe going on. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, there's probably free games there that you could grab for a tenner. Just do your research. Okay, I think we're done with Fanatical. Don't forget there's lots of other bundles here on Fanatical. Tower Defense bundle. You've got these are mystery bundles, which means you don't actually know what you're getting. The Batman Arkham collection, still $5.99. If you haven't picked up those free games, what are you doing? Grab them as soon as you can. The triple pack's going to run out soon by next week. So yeah, definitely the driving one is probably the better one. Grab free games out of there. Maybe the Movember stash. Anyhow, that's Fanatical done. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I thought we'd check out this. There's actually some deals on Fanatical. So this week I saw this deal, and it was one of those where for that price I've got to grab it. And it's Sniper Elite 5, a game that's not even that old. They want £3.59. So again, I'll leave the links to this page. I'll leave the link to this page with all these deals under a £5. It's easy enough to find once you go to the Fanatical site, but there's some great deals on here. Peak is cheaper on Steam at the minute. But yeah, Sniper Elite 5 for that price is a bargain. Look, Lords of the Fallen, the old one, which I like that game. I finished it. It was very hard last boss, but it's a great game. 95p. Doom, $2.79. Donut County, £2.50. Bayonetta, it's quite an expensive, that is $4.31. I think it's holding its price a bit high, I think. But yeah, there's loads of games on here that you can get for under a £5. Mad Max, you can pick that up cheaper elsewhere, but again, it's only for £1.91. Essentials edition of Dying Light for £4, that's not too bad. Sonic Mania, not bad, £3.37. Yeah, there's some good deals in here. Not too bad at all. And again, you don't need to buy loads of games. You can just buy the one game. Like I say, the Sniper Elite 5 is the one standout title that I thought, wow, for that price, it's got to be had. Lego Bricktales, that's pretty good. £2.87. You can see it's in my library. Yeah, so don't forget, yeah, definitely worth checking out Fanatical at the minute. There's some good stuff through there. Let's pop on over and see Humble Choice. So, let me zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So, Humble Choice, there's a new choice, and I'm not sure about this month. It's one of those, I'm not sure what they were thinking about when they decided they were going to choose the, let me just zoom out this a bit so we can get everything in there in one. We ignore IGN Plus. I've never downloaded it to this day. But maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I should be downloading. I don't know. I don't think I should. Essentially, it just seems to give you cheaper t-shirts, if that's what you're, or like mugs and just game crap. Type of stuff you used to find in the back of the game store in the early days. So, the reason I'm not keen on this particular setup here is nearly half of these games are strategy games. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong, but if they're going to do a bundle that you're paying for monthly, mix them up. Like, put a nice platformer in, put a driving game in, mix the games up. Put a shooter in. Don't stick in 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that is as well 5. And this is a sort of strategy game in a way because it's about planting and growing. So like 7 of the games here are strategy games. Then you've got like a fighting game thing, and then you've got this, I don't know, this No More Another Crab's Treasure. No idea what that is about. Something about collecting rubbish from the bottom of the sea. It looks like the Little Mermaid made by Greta Thunberg, if you ask me. But here we go. But the one standout title here is Total War Hammer 3. It's worth it for that price alone. That's an expensive game. Normally goes for around, at least on a deal, it's normally 20-25 quid. So I'll probably still grab this month's. But Paleo Pines, I played that on PlayStation 5 when I used to rent games. I used to rent like the most random stuff just to put on my YouTube because they used to do better. Can't say I enjoyed it. It wasn't one of the better children's games. But I might get some fun out of Pharaoh, might get some fun out of Total War. This is another Crab's Treasure. If I can get past the Greta Thunbergism, I might enjoy that too. In fact, I do enjoy a woke game now and again. I've never played a No More Heroes. We're up to number 3. I've never played 1 and 2, so I don't know what to expect there. Looks like some sort of fighting game if you ask me. Here we go, let's have a little look. It looks like some sort of random button masher. 98, 99, 100 hits. I mean, it doesn't even look good graphically, does it? It looks a little bit sort of plain Jane graphically. I mean, it could have like a really great story. I don't know. No More Heroes follows Otaku assassin's Travis's touchdown as he takes up his trusty beam katana once more and slashes his way through 10 of the deadliest fighters in the galaxy. Breathtaking visuals. Experience the action 60 FPS in full HD. I wouldn't call that breathtaking visuals, but I'm not sure when this game was made. It looks like it could be off age to me. I got no idea. 82% positive on Steam, so it can't be too bad. Anyway, right, that's your choice for this month. I've blabbered on about enough. Let's check out some of the Humble Bundle deals. And we have got since last week, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 new bundle deals. So let's check them out. So the new one, don't forget, the other ones are still available. 5 days left on that one. So most of these will be still available up until next week. Life is Strange will have run out. No, it'll still be there, but it'll be running out by the time this video drops. Anyway, let's check out the Retro and Reborn. Armour Games, the Retro and Reborn collection. Okay, let's have a little look. So for £13.50, there's a 14 game bundle there, so less than £1 a game. Last Stand Aftermath, Swords and Souls, Defender Quest 2, The Spirit and the Mouse, Elephant Collection, Bikini's Folly, Decision, Gemcraft, Crush the Castle, Legacy Collection, Infector's Apocalypse, Ita, that one looks quite interesting actually, that Ita, Nautical Crawl, Deep Sleep Trilogy and Don't Escape Trilogy. Now look at these, 99% positive on Steam, but I'd assume that there's not many people voted on it, but whatever, looks like a point and click game. Looks like that's got some age behind it. But these are all well positive. In fact, the one I thought looks good has only got 89, but that's maybe because more people have tried it out. 96 positive, 85, 99 positive. This one I have heard of. I think this is genuinely a good game. The Spirit and the Mouse. Yeah, it looks alright. It's like mouse 3D platform with puzzle. Yeah, that actually looks quite good. The Last Stand, I'm not sure, I think that's a strategy style, is it? Okay, it's one of those run around killing zombies. Alright, okay, if that's your type of thing. Last 5 minutes, then get killed. Loot a load of stuff, be happy, then die. Yeah, I know the type of game. Not my style of game. So there we go, that's a good deal. Now for £9, essentially you lose these 3 games. And for £6.30 you lose 4 games. So essentially you get those ones. Okay, that's okay. That took long enough to get through all that. I better speed this up. So that was Retro Reborn. We've also got the Monster Hunter. This will be a quicker one to go through. Monster Hunter, they want a lot of money for this. It starts for everything from £36.73. That's a lot of money to pay. You get Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Worlds, and then you get these Monster Hunter story games. I mean, there's a lot of content in there, but £9.18 you get the Monster Hunter Rise. I mean, you can get these off CD keys or again, it was on the Fanatical, buy them separately on Fanatical, cheaper I think. But you can get the Sunbreak here with the Rise and Sunbreak for £13.77. Okay, that's not too bad. I'd expect that to be under a tenner. And then for £18.36 you can get the World, Monster Hunter World. But you're not getting the DLC for Monster Hunter World. That's the weird thing. You've got to pay 22 quid to get like Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise and their DLCs. I mean, that used to be 20 quid last year, so they've put their prices up here, and the game's a year older, so I don't understand that at all. Not happy about that, but there are. Yeah, I've got to cover it. Devil May Cry. Again, this one is starting at £18.36 for all of the content. 4 items. You get Devil May Cry 5, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, Devil May Cry HD Collection, that's 3 games, 1, 2 and 3, and then Devil May Cry DMC. So that's not bad at all. 18.36, £9.18 just gets you those two. Yeah, I don't think this is a great deal. I think you can personally pick these up cheaper elsewhere, but hey ho, we cover it. We got to cover it. And then, was that the last one? No, we got the Telltale games. So these are the ones I was trying to explain earlier, that Borderlands game is very similar to this style of game. Now this is actually a good deal, because for £9.13 you're getting 9 games, basically £1 and 1.5 pennies each, and this is actually worth it. These are good. Those Batman games are great. They're voiced by Mark Hamill. Keep the politics out of it, but as a voice actor, Mark Hamill is very, very good. He's wasted on Star Wars. He's actually better in video games than he is in Star Wars. He plays the Joker, and he does an amazing job of acting him out in these 3 games. Then you got the Monkey Island there, another Batman one. So there's 4 Batman games. Oh well, 3 Batman games and 1 with DLC. Wolf Among Us, everyone loves that game. Look at 97% on Steam. The Walking Dead game. So one of them's really highly, like 97%, and then you got this Expanse, which is like their own made up story. So yeah, that's a great couple of Sunday night games. You can probably finish these games in 1 or 2 sittings. Each episode probably takes 2 or 3 hours. Definitely that one is the bigger deal. So I think we're done, guys. I think we're finally done. Yeah, let's get out of here. Right, so don't forget to grab your Amazon. Hopefully I'm looking a bit. I noticed when I watched the video back last few times, I didn't realise I had my camera further back. I had a zoom on, and for some reason I looked as like a blurry mess. I mean, I look like a mess anyway, but I'd rather look like a sharp mess than a blurry mess. So hopefully I look a little bit sharper to you now. Yeah, so good with the Amazon games there, with the free of those games, definitely worth picking up. Again, tricky to find. If you just go to Luna, you cannot find those claimed games. I've put it on their Twitter. I've told them, look, this needs to be fixed. This needs to be sorted. Your people are coming to your Luna and not getting the things they're paying for. That's wrong. So hopefully they'll respond to that and put it as part of the claim game section on the main page. I hope so. I hope they do that, because it's a shame that people aren't claiming their Amazon free games. But my link will take you straight there, because I'm here for you. The Epic Games game, okay, that's not too bad. Next week looks like a better week. I don't like it when they give away $100 of free cash grab stuff just to get you addicted to some crappy mobile game mind warp nonsense. Yeah, so with that out of the way, thank you for joining me. This will go out on Friday. I'm obviously recording this on Thursday. Check the deals again. There may be new ones updated and added. A lot of the time they're added Friday afternoon, just as this goes out, and I look and I'm like, oh, don't forget to grab your Fanatical free game. You've only got a couple of days left on that. Again, link will be in the description, and don't forget to grab that free Steam game that actually looks quite tidy. So there's quite a few free things between the Fanatical, the Epic, and the Steam. There's free games there, but absolutely free, cost you nothing. And then you've got 4 games on your Amazon Prime if you can find them to be grabbed. So there's 7 games. Most people have some form of Amazon Prime. If you don't, then I can understand completely why. So there, I'm going to get out of the way. This looks particularly violent, whatever's going on behind my head here. Jeepers creepers. Right, I think it's what is it? A Deadpool game, is it? Yeah, that looks pretty cool actually. Deadpool it's VR. Wow. Okay, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? MetaQuest game. I'm outside of the MetaQuest sphere at the moment. I need to go and buy a second-hand MetaQuest. I can pick one up for around 200 and something quid. A Meta Free, hopefully, because they're going up in price as well. I won't mind a second-hand Meta Free because they're not making a new headset for a while. So, with that out the way, I bid you all farewell, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Don't forget, I'm doing live streams Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I will be live streaming not long after this video comes out. So we'll see you for that. Anyway, Glyn out. Bye now.
CheapSkate gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over and join the crew. They'll show you how to game and save money too. CheapSkate gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over.